what's happening boxing, what's happening YouTube, amp about that boxing. So Ryan Garcia is cleared of the Nandrolone in his system. That's 1 down, 2 to go. All right. So Dan Rafael does post that Ryan's B sample has not been analyzed yet, but you hear Ryan Garcia already saying, so y'all realize I didn't fail these tests now. Here, Dan Rafael says cleared of the Nandrolone, and these are the testings of the 419. This is pre-fight sample, because I believe that's the only one that tested for that. And let's just clear some things up, guys. It's just reality. You have phones, you can ask Siri and Google and whoever the hell you ask to look up things for you in your robotic dream ass world. You can ask them, and they are going to show you that Nandrolone can be found in pork, especially if you eat like the intestinal or the internal parts of the pig, which, you know, Ryan is Mexican. You know, he might get down and dirty sometimes. He want to get them carnitas. And well, let me stop. I'm just playing. Hey, carnitas is not that. But tripas, you can get that shit from tripas, man. That's a part of the pig. That's the intestines, the guts. Nandrolone can be present in those parts of the pig. So Ryan might like those tacos tripas. But anyway, you can have Nandrolone in your system from a lot of different, you know, pig, like I said, pork. They're known to have it. You know, there was the track runner, the track star chick. I can't remember her name off the top of my hands, but she tried to blame it on eating a burrito that she got off of a taco truck. So, I mean, who knows, man? But what I'm saying is you can have it from something. So it's tested more on levels, but Ostarine is not allowed at any level. So Ryan Garcia had this in his system according to these same tests, the 419 and the 420 tests. I'm trying to clear it up for these people so that, you know, not Ryan Garcia, nor is boxing getting the edge in this. You know what I'm saying? Because Ryan is innocent until proven guilty, but we have to be fair on both sides of the coin. And he has been cleared of the Nandrolone charges. Okay. So the findings, he's not getting a ding for that. But right here, it looks like Ryan posted something and Dan Rafael posted something. I don't know which was in response to which, but under Article B of Dan Rafael's post, he says, nothing imaginary about PED Ostarine, which was spelled wrong here, but Ostarine, faces hearing / likely punishment for the 2 failed tests. So, you know, Ryan says, so y'all realize I didn't fail the test now. Come on, Ryan, you were actually using the argument that why did they let me fight if I failed the test before the fight? Like, come on, Ryan, you must come from a very privileged life, because me as a person that had to live regular life, I know that if you go for a drug test for a job, what do you do if you smoked weed? If you was never a weed smoker, or you only smoke weed like once in a while, like maybe once or twice a year, then you can get that weed out of your system fast. You can flush that weed fast. You can flush that weed sometimes in a matter of days, in a matter of a couple of days, and even less, 72 hours, you can flush it. But that's because it's not concentrated and built up in your bloodstream and your system. This is how a lot of these drug tests work. That's why they test based on levels. So you could have, let's say, and I'm comparing this to Ryan Garcia, and like I said, it's innocent until proven guilty, but you have to still look at how everything is going. Okay, Ryan got accused, and he didn't go right up and say, you know what, I'm going to provide y'all with a B sample right now on deck. I want to be there. I want to be there when y'all test it. I want to see it move around. I don't want nobody's hands touching this B sample that ain't a doctor. You feel what I'm saying? Ryan was about trying to sue them and all kind of stuff in the beginning. Then he changed that up, right? He said he's not going to sue him. So then check this out. So Ryan waits until, like, come on, y'all, how long has this been going back and forth? And he's been talking and all this. Ryan has talked to a specialist. Ryan has money. He's filthy rich now. He was already rich. Now he's filthy rich. So he can afford to get professionals, people that could really help him. Like, hey, let me get, help me get this out of my system. Now, according to several different sources, and I will go and check out a few, and I'm not going to get into detail because last time I did this in the Ryan Garcia video prior to this and told y'all what Nandrolone was and told y'all what Ostarine was, how it was used medically and everything else. And the video has like 30 views. You feel what I'm saying? So why do I do this? Why do I give y'all all this information when y'all just want the gossipy, like lame ass part of everything? It's pitiful to me. This is what the world has come to, where y'all don't want the facts. Y'all just want to, I just want to pick a side and argue with somebody because I don't have a life. You know what I'm saying? It just bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to bring y'all receipts and facts and notices and, you know what I'm saying, certificates and, all that. All right. So anyway, let's go into this now. What I'm trying to tell y'all is that depending on where he got the Ostarine, like if it was a pure, you know what I'm saying, there's Sarms, okay? If you don't know what Sarms are, you can go look it up. You got Google, you got your phone, look it up. All right. I don't want to explain everything to you. I want you to get some knowledge, seek something for yourself. But Sarms are these steroid-like drugs. Many of them are steroid-like or act as steroids. And when I looked up Ostarine, I found that it says it has a half-life of hours in some instances, depending on how or what form of it that you took. Which means that if you took 10 milligrams, hypothetically, after 24 hours, you'd have around half of that left. And then after 48, it would probably be completely metabolized. So, you wouldn't be able to test it. So most of the time it's several weeks. How long has it been since the Devin Haney fight, and when did Ryan Garcia submit his test? So the fight, I believe, was 420. Then they waited to show the findings, right? They waited to show the findings. And then Ryan had, like, I want to say they said he had 10 days. I don't remember, something like that, to provide the testing. And I'll have to go back and do the math, but Ryan didn't respond right away. He should have been like, bro, I'm clean. I'll pee right now, right here. He was saying that on his channels and stuff. I'm telling y'all, he was saying stuff like that when he was going on these lives. And he was, and even when they first, accused him, I remember him when he came up and he was like, man, basically, pee for them right now. But it never happened. He waited. I believe he spoke with someone. And I'm not blaming him and saying that he's guilty, but I'm just saying this is a possibility that he could have spoke with someone. He's a very wealthy person. He has access to high-level nutritionists and other people that you and I, regular people, don't have access to because we don't have his bread. We don't have his finance. So it's just like I said, when you at the job, you wait till the last minute to go take the drug test because you're trying to clean something out of your system. So now you heard him say here, it says, no substance other than this imaginary ostrich substance level so low wouldn't have any effect. Point is, you got a level, period. It might be low now because it's been time. Your system has absorbed it. You're out of the cycle. Why didn't you submit your test right away? And these are the things that are going to be overlooked in this conversation. I'm just telling y'all. I know how this world works, and it's pathetic and pitiful. But I'll tell you this. What goes around comes around. And, Ryan, I don't know what boxing is going to do. Maybe they'll start allowing steroid-driven bouts where both parties consign to an agreement that the steroids are allowed, and so they just fight knowing both guys are on steroids. Now the problem with this is the brain damage and other things that could occur along with the side effects of taking steroids of several different types. Like even wrestling would show you, like these guys would do roid rage, like screams and all this stuff when they were in the ring, and the screams and all that. They were able to do that so well because of a lot of the drugs they were on. And they literally had this in their life. If you go back and watch a lot of the WWF and WCW days, like the older boxing days, you would, I remember seeing, articles and things on these guys getting in trouble with the law and all kinds of things because, they be raging out, like Ryan saying that he was strong and the way he was saying it, it was very roid ragey. But I don't want to stand here and accuse Ryan Garcia because I want to wait for the final paperwork. But I'm just saying the way he was acting, which he was doing acting, and he admitted he was doing acting, but the way he was acting showed that type of behavior. Do you understand what I'm saying? And just the way he was all over the place, like he was just like his system was being shocked, and that's the drinking and just all the things he was doing, which we know already. He was selling the fight with these antics, but it's just like, where do you distinguish the real from the fake? Anyway, that's all I really got for this one, man. I'm not going to stand on this anymore. It's interrupted boxing so much. Let's just wait for the final results of the B testing, which apparently has not been done yet. And that's what's going to be important in the eyes of the governing bodies of boxing. And we'll see what happens. If Ryan Garcia won this fair and square, there should be no findings. There should have been no findings in any of his samples. That's just my opinion. There's channels out here that I'm literally like disappointed in because of the way that they've handled this situation. I feel that Ryan Garcia should be given the benefit of the doubt, but I do like to propose the possibilities. I gotta give both perspectives. I told y'all in the previous video that nobody really paid attention to when I gave all these details about these findings, what these findings meant and what these drugs are normally used for and things of that nature. And the video didn't even get 40 views yet. You know what I mean? And I posted it right after this incident happened. So, it just lets me know that people don't care about the facts. People gonna go with what they go with. And I'm not going to lose sleep over any of this. If boxing does do this, though, and they do let this guy off, if he tested positive for real, then shame on boxing. If boxing attacked this guy because he defied the rules of boxing, which basically was coming in 3 pounds overweight, drinking a beer on the scale, and just the behavior that he did, then shame on boxing. Because Ryan, basically in that eye of things, he was trying to bring some excitement to boxing, and you guys are basically trying to punish him for it because you didn't make money, because the belts weren't on the line, the sanctioning bodies didn't make no bread, and we all know how that goes. Anyway, that's all I got for this one, man. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification, share the content, man. Let's get these numbers up. I appreciate all the people that have been subscribing to the channel, man. Much love to all of y'all, man. Please share the content with other people. Get them to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to do something to save boxing and put boxing in a different light than it is currently moving towards. Anyway, I'll be back with another one and about that boxing.